Yay! Good morning, entrepreneur. My name is Christian Brown, and today we're going to be talking about The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. Bam! Chapter 3, Destroy Fear and Build Confidence. Part 2. Last time, we talked about fear. Now let's get into talking about how to build confidence. I'm really passionate about this stuff because when I learned how to have great confidence, it affected every aspect of my life and everything has gotten way, way better. And David explains this in a very good way. He says that your brain is kind of like a bank of memories. And what you do now is colored by your past memories. Let's imagine that you are going on a date with a girl or a guy that you really like. First date, and you're going to go play tennis or some sport you like. And you go and play for 2 hours, and an hour and 55 minutes of it, it's freaking awesome. It's the best time ever. You had such a great experience. And then the last 5 minutes, you said something wrong, and it just set them off, and they got pissed, and it ended up just totally ruining the date, and it was terrible, right? Just crushed it. Most people, after that date, probably in your head, you're going, oh my God, what did I do? I can't believe I did that. And you just keep replaying that over and over and over, right? Because you really like this person. And you can't believe you screwed that up. And you just keep thinking about that over and over and over again. So what's going to happen next time you go on a date? Say somehow you happen to be able to go on another date with this person, or just another date in general, and you go and play tennis. You're probably going to be really worried about it. Or you're probably gonna, if somebody asks you to do it, you might even be like, no, I don't really want to do a tennis date. I didn't really have a good experience, right? Because you've got all these bad negative thoughts and emotions about it. And then if you actually do go on the date, because you were so worried about it, what's probably going to happen is you're playing tennis, but you're thinking about that and worrying about it the whole time. So you end up ruining the date anyway. Or it ends up being a good date, but same thing happens. The end happens, and then you totally butcher it again. Now imagine that instead that first date went great. The entire 2 hours was fantastic. Not a thing went wrong. Fabulous. And now another date comes up, and somebody, maybe that same person, asks you to go play tennis. Are you even going to think twice about doing it? Heck no, you had a great time last time. It was awesome. You hit the ball well. You had tons of fun. Heck yeah, let's go do it again. And then let's take the extreme. You go on this date and the entire 2 hours sucks and you totally butcher it. Same thing as the original example. Right? You're not going to want to go on this date again. It's totally going to be bad. So what do we see here? If you have a great date and the whole thing goes great, you have a great experience, then you're probably going to want to do it again, and you're going to have great confidence, and you're confident that it's going to be a fun, good time. So you go out and that's what happens again. And if you don't have a good time, then that's exactly what's going to happen as well. You're going to go out, you're not going to have a good time, you're totally going to screw it up. And if you happen to have a great time and then it totally ends up terrible right in the last 5 minutes, you have two options. You can either do the first thing that I talked about, which is think about over and over and over again all the reasons why you screwed up and then totally ruin the next date, or you can realize that 95% of this date went awesome. Totally awesome. And take that 95% and only remember that. Remember all the good stuff that happened. Focus on that. Heck yeah. And all the bad stuff that happened in the end, learn what you can from it and then delete it. It's gone. Don't ever think about it again. Because then when you have a next date, even though that last one ended poorly, you're only going to think about the good, exciting, fun stuff that happened. You're going to forget all the crappy stuff that happened. And then you're going to end up having a wonderful, great date again. You're going to have good confidence that it's going to be fun and you're going to have a good time. So back to talking about the mind as a memory bank. Basically, David says that you have a teller in there that's ready to go. And whenever you ask it for memories or to do something new, it's going to go look at your past and color your future. So if you're trying to solve a problem and in the past you couldn't solve it and it was really freaking hard, your teller is going to whip up there and go, yeah, this you couldn't figure it out last time. It was so hard. You probably aren't going to be able to do it this time, blah, blah, blah. And then it's, same thing's going to be happening. It's going to be a really hard problem to solve. But if instead you go, I've got a new problem here, And you go, hey mind, I've got a problem. Give me reassurance that I can figure this out. What have I done in the past that might actually help me solve this problem? And your teller is immediately going to go, okay, let's whip out some of those other memories. Well, in the past you solved these other problems, and this is how you did it. They're not exactly that, but they worked in this way. And then, boom, what's going to happen? You're going to be able to solve that problem, no problem. So fundamentally, in order to have great confidence and build your confidence, you have to only think positive thoughts, only remember positive memories, never deposit anything in your bank that is negative. And for those of you that may have a lot of negative memories, or you hear this and you're going, well, I already have all these horrible things that have happened in my life. How am I ever going to, be able to think positively if everything I can think up is already negative? Well, you can't get rid of those things, but you can think of them in a new light. So rather than thinking, our honeymoon wasn't as good as it was supposed to be, and, it totally ended up bad, go, okay, there were probably a couple parts that were decent. Remember those. What do I learn from this? Well, next time I don't want to go here and do that. And, I should probably remember to listen to her or listen to him a little bit more. And then leave it at that. Take all the negative stuff, stop thinking about it, take the stuff you could learn from it, and establish that. And all your past memories, if they're negative, try not to ever bring them up again, or try to put a positive spin on them and think, what could you have learned from them? And then focus on that positive learning experience from that event rather than the event itself. That's how you can convert your negative thoughts and negative memories into positive memories. And then once your mind is filled with only positive thoughts and only positive memories, that's all you have to draw on, so everything in your life is going to be fantastic. If you go out with friends and you want to be, the funnest guy in the crowd, well, just think about in the past about times that you had fun with friends, and boom, you're going to go out and you're going to do that exact same thing. And if you think about, the times where you went up and you made a fool of yourself and everybody didn't like you, well, that's what you're going to get as well. So you get the point. Positive thoughts, positive memories. You got to think about this stuff all the time. It's super crucial. It's like, in my opinion, it's like the most important thing you can do in your entire life. I've been teaching it to people for many years. It's, if you guys have any questions, feel free in the comments to ask. I love helping people learn how to think positively. It's like my favorite thing to do. Just think positive. It's awesome. And now we're on to the main takeaways from today. The main takeaways are going to be, 1, action cures fear. Isolate your fear and then take constructive action. Inaction, doing nothing about a situation, strengthens fear and destroys confidence. Don't take too long to do something. Just go for it. Make a decision. Do it quickly. And 2, make a supreme effort to put only positive thoughts in your memory. Don't let negative, self-deprecating thoughts grow into mental monsters. Simply refuse to recall unpleasant events or situations. Always wake up in the morning saying, today is going to be a great day. That's why that's at the start of every one of my videos, because it's my hope that eventually some of you start watching these every single morning, and the first thing you see every morning is, today is a great day. Because if you say that every single morning, Mr. Triumph is going to go to work for you and immediately just go, yes, today is awesome, this is awesome, that is awesome, it's going to be so good, and it's going to color your day with positivity and success and confidence every day. Heck yeah. And as always, whatever you're going to do, make it happen now.